Gracias, muchísimas gracias. Mira, para mí es 1:15 a la tarde ahora, ¿verdad? Pero voy a hablar para el mejor parte en inglés, pero también tengo palabras en español. Y quiero decir que gusto estar aquí en CETES, Universidad, para inaugurar el Centro de Innovación en Calibaja, el primer American Space en esta región. Este espacio representa oportunidades para aprender, innovar, desarrollar nuevas ideas y preparar a las nuevas generaciones para un futuro más brillante para toda la gente aquí en la región. También me da mucho gusto de este sea el 10º American Space en México. Es un ejemplo de la colaboración entre la Embajada de los Estados Unidos y las instituciones educativas en México. Es para ampliar oportunidades y acercar a nuestros pueblos más cerca. Aquí también vemos la importancia del sector privado y de trabajar juntos para impulsar el talento, la innovación y el ingenio de las nuevas generaciones. Gracias a la colaboración de empresas como Microsoft, socio clave de nuestros American Spaces, y Qualcomm, acercamos más herramientas y oportunidades a estudiantes y emprendedores para desarrollar su capacidad, ingenio y potencial. Espero que este centro reafirme algo que ya sabemos. La relación entre los Estados Unidos y México es fuerte, histórica, y está construida sobre las relaciones personales. Esta región lo demuestra todos los días. Somos dos naciones unidas, no solo para la geográfica, sino también por la amistad y los lazos humanos que nos acercan y nos fortalecen. Ahora, por mi bien y el bien de ustedes, voy a cambiar a inglés, ¿verdad? I also might venture off the words that I have here, so it's easier for me if I do that in English because it will come from the heart. This, to me, reflects the strong relationship that we already have with our communities. And I think, to me, it's one community. There's a border there. There's a border fence there. There's a river there. But we are one community. We are one people. And here in Tijuana, that's clearer to me than it is in practically any other part of the border. So thank you for that. Here we're expanding the work that we carry out through the Benjamin Franklin Center, which is sort of our flagship back in Mexico City. But Mexico City is like Washington, D.C. Sometimes we forget the states, we forget the communities, the cities, and the people that are out there that are part of the nation that is so important. So it's really good for me to come here. CETES is not only one of the region's leading educational institutions for decades, has been for decades, but it's helped strengthen the ties that connect our two nations. It has invested in people. It has fostered opportunity, and it has helped prepare generations of students to compete and to succeed in a world where that is increasingly more challenging. There's no better place to do that here in Tijuana. And I understand that's why a lot of students come from San Diego to Tijuana every day to go to school here, and that is a very strong compliment for the university. If there's one thing that demonstrates the integration of our two nations every day, it's the Calibaja region. This is where families, businesses, universities like this, communities, where we all work together across the border. This cooperation is also reflected in the Calibaja Higher Education Consortium that was launched in 2025 to strengthen academic cooperation, mobility, knowledge sharing across the border, and innovation between Mexico and the United States. The Calibaja Innovation Center builds on that effort by creating new opportunities for innovation and regional growth. Under the leadership of President Trump and President Sheinbaum, we've deepened cooperation and delivered real results that improve the security and prosperity of both our nations. It's step by step, but you can't have one without the other. We have to grow success and economy and opportunities together incrementally. This region has long been at the forefront of our integration because of the proximity we have. That's why it's fitting that this center is opening here at an institution that has spent decades creating opportunities and bringing our countries closer. Something President Trump often speaks about is the important role the private sector plays in solving problems and creating opportunities. Something that the government, frankly, is very slow and it's hard to get the government to do. But with private sector, with donors, with people who believe that they want to help the community, who believe in young people, these things are able to come to fruition and we're able to see the benefits. And that's why I want to recognize Microsoft, a company that reflects much of what America represents: innovation, ingenuity, opportunity. Microsoft has been an invaluable partner in American spaces all across Mexico, helping people gain skills, get their Microsoft certifications, and access those opportunities that lead to jobs and lead to progress. I also want to recognize Qualcomm for helping connect innovation with opportunity. Connectivity, semiconductors, and artificial intelligence are shaping the future of our economies. I'll just say in a lot of conversation that I have with people, because I'm older, I'm like, I think computers are finally going to deliver what they promised when we first started seeing your personal home computer. It's true. We were told. Because I'm older, I was told this computer is going to make life easier. It's going to make you more productive. You won't have to work nearly as hard. But that wasn't true. I became a slave to the computer. I could do more, but that meant that I wanted to do more. I was expected to do more, and I'm constantly on the computer doing things. I think finally we are at an age with the advance that's been made with processors and chips, AI, and data centers that finally computing will deliver what it was promised many, many decades ago. It will make our lives better. It will make us more efficient. It will give us back some time so that we can also be humans, because that's an important part of the world and of our world community. It was funny, I was visiting Phoenix, Arizona a few months ago, and we saw one of those self-driving taxi cabs. And, I was looking at it and I was amazed. I don't know if I'd get in one, but I was amazed to look at it. And I said, how do you teach that car driver courtesy? How do we teach machines empathy, sympathy, compassion, all those things that make us human? And, I think they'll get better at it. I think they'll drive better. Machinery will get better. Computers will improve. But I don't think they'll ever have those qualities that make us human. This place also reflects something that's deeply American, and that's generosity. Generosity with purpose. Generosity with helping the community, and not just American generosity, North American generosity, Mexicans, U.S. companies, private sectors, individuals. That generosity is not just about providing resources, it's about investing in people, expanding access to knowledge, people that maybe wouldn't be able to get an education, and helping others develop those skills that they need to build a better future for all of us. So it gives back, but sometimes it's difficult for governments to move fast enough to make those kind of contributions. So through partners like Microsoft and Qualcomm, this center will give more students and innovators the tools they need to turn their education into real opportunities. As the United States marks its 250th anniversary of our independence, we celebrate our founding fathers' values of liberty, democracy, and I always add faith. But we also celebrate something else, the pioneering spirit that has always driven Americans to push beyond what our accepted limits were. That same spirit is what this center represents. It's about helping students, entrepreneurs, and innovators develop the skills and confidence to achieve things today that may have seemed impossible yesterday. It's about creating opportunities for the next generation of scientists, engineers, and entrepreneurs to move our entire society, our species, humankind, forward in ways that we perhaps never have envisioned in the past. This center will help strengthen regional competitiveness by creating new partnerships and new opportunities across the entire region. It reflects a simple reality that the United States and Mexico are partners, we're neighbors, but we're also one people, the same. I always say we're all Americans, we're all here, North Americans, and that makes this a very special place and a place that we are all very proud of. So congratulations to CETES University, to our partners at Qualcomm, at Microsoft, and everyone who has helped make this vision a reality. I want to take one more brief moment just to recognize today Council General Chris Teal, who's already been recognized once, but Chris will be retiring in just a few weeks. His leadership has been important to me. Chris was someone that I recognized immediately didn't need a lot of attention from me. He didn't need a lot of guidance. So Chris was someone that I would call Chris and ask Chris what's happening. And I would take his reports. I never told Chris what to do. He always knew what to do. And I'm going to miss Chris a lot, and I believe the community will as well. But Chris, I want to wish you every success, and whatever you choose to do next, I'm sure that your contributions here on both sides of the border will go on for many, many years and outlive us all. So thank you. I think you, Chris, I think you may have to do an encore performance here. But, yeah, I just want to say again how special that makes me feel, and I know it makes Chris feel well. Chris he'll be sorely missed, but all of his work here will continue, and we look forward to making sure that happens. That's the best way we have of honoring Chris, is making sure that his projects and your projects move forward, and we'll be doing that. So I'd like to always end with God bless each and every one of you. God bless the United States, and Viva Mexico. Gracias.